All right, let's get one thing straight. There's a lot of so-called great minds out there. Big talk, big ideas, but do they actually hold up? Let's find out. I've saved the world a couple of times.
Woo!
So, excuse me if I'm a little skeptical. Now it's time to make some reactions on Tony Robbins, Andrew Tate, David Goggins, and Sadhguru. Stick around till the end because one of these guys might actually change my mind.
To be a master at communicating, you also need experiences worth talking about. You have to live a life. You need a degree of wisdom, and wisdom doesn't always come with age, it comes with life lived. I had a guy message me. He said, I don't have any stories, my life's boring. I said, bro, where do you live? He said, Madrid. I said, bro, ride the train from Madrid to Vladivostok. Do the Trans-Siberian Railway. Costs you like $300. Oh, but what if I get robbed? Exactly! That's exactly the point! What if you get robbed? Now you have a story. Maybe you'll die, maybe you won't. But you have a story.
Look, life doesn't wait for you to get it together. You want something? Build it. Create it. I didn't become Iron Man by sitting around. I took action, and you can too. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Fail, learn, and keep going. That's how you make things happen.
That's the reason I said this and ah thing. To make it difficult for you, I understand it's nervous. I understand you're up here and you're talking in front of people and it's nerve-wracking. But you should be going through your life in general, catching yourself doing it and not allowing yourself to do it. It won't take long. It'll take 3 months until you find a way to just stop saying it. And it's so unique that you don't realize how many people you're speaking to who do it until you stop. So I want you to all become very, very good with your speech.
Look, no matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter if you can't communicate. You need to get your ideas out there, connect with people, and get them on your side. Whether it's building a suit or leading a team, communication is the key. So, learn to speak up, listen up, and make every word count.
Blitz games. I've been between 1600 and 1800 ELO for about 8 years, even though I play chess for about half an hour a day. I never get better. Why? Because I never analyze the games. When my dad would train me, we'd sit down and do the boring analysis. Why? What could you have done? It's the analyze, it's the feedback that makes you better.
You think I built the Iron Man suit without analyzing every detail? Think again. The key to improving anything is analyzing it. What worked, what didn't, and how you can make it better next time. Don't just throw something together and hope for the best. Break it down, understand it, and fine-tune it. Success comes from constant revision and improvement.
And you're offended, that's their problem and they need to be corrected, as opposed to like, I need to make life on my terms. I need to grow. I need to expand. I don't need a trigger warning so that I don't react. I need to get rid of my triggers. That's my responsibility. I mean, I think Jordan and I both agree on one thing, which lots of things, but one of them is it's 100% responsibility gives you freedom. Most people want freedom, but you can't have it as long as someone else is making you feel this way. Someone else is making you act this way. And so the answer to your question, like, how do I get past those limiting thoughts, beliefs, or identities, is you got to condition yourself. Just settle.
Stop waiting for permission to live your life. You're the one in the driver's seat, so take full responsibility for your choices. People will talk, they'll judge, but who cares? They're not the ones living your life. Be bold, take risks, and build your own path. At the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with the results, not anyone else.
Even if you don't achieve it, if you're making progress, you feel alive. After you achieve it, you feel good for how long? A week, a month, a year? Probably not a year.
Yeah, that
right? Because we're meant to keep growing. We're meant to keep expanding. Well, I think if you wait for life to do it, that's one approach. Another way is to say, am I on the path or not? The path. What's the path? The path of progress. The path of progress is what's going to make you fulfilled and happy. Nothing else will. What you get won't do it. It'll get boring. But if you are growing, if you're feeling like you're becoming more, experiencing more, and because of that you can give more, you're going to feel totally alive. But I look at it this way. I go, the first step to getting on the path, now if you're there, is, do you know what your driving desire is? Have you awoken your hunger for something? If you want to change your body, your mind, your emotions, your relationship, your business, your economics, whatever it is, you got to get hungry. You got to get crystal clear on a vision more than where you are now that would excite you and put you on fire.
The path to progress isn't about perfection. It's about pushing forward every day. As a man, you've got to have that fire in you, that drive to keep getting better, no matter how tough it gets. Every setback is just fuel to push harder, smarter, and stronger. Keep moving, keep evolving, because if you're not improving, you're falling behind.
It works. The minute you develop a belief, a sense of certainty about how life is, it limits you if it's a limiting belief. Is it some other emotion? Is it overwhelm? Is it stress? Is it a lack of skill? something you need, or is it a habit that just gets in the way? Those 5 are usually the fundamentals that what kept you from making progress. So once you know what you really want, first step in the path, you find and face the truth, you create a little map, a massive action plan, a couple things you're gonna do to make progress immediately, not waiting till it's perfect, and then you gotta do what's hard. You gotta slay the dragon.
Yeah, right.
You gotta go get the skill, or you gotta overcome the fear, or you gotta push through the thing that stops you. And that's the path that people want.
Limiting beliefs? They're just walls you've built in your own mind. You want to break through? Then stop believing you can't. Life's going to throw hard things your way, that's a given. But it's not the obstacles that define you. It's how you face them. Push past the limits you've set for yourself, because the only thing holding you back is your own fear. Break through, keep fighting, and prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined.
Pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday, and I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
You want to improve? You need a reason that lights a fire under you every single day. For me, it was survival, protecting the people I care about, and leaving a legacy. You need to figure out your why, the thing that keeps you pushing even when it's tough. Whether it's for yourself, your family, or something bigger, find your reason and let it drive you to get better every damn day.
Whenever I want, man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. And I lived alone for so many years in this misery, and you're able to get out by yourself. I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose. And like, the feeling I get is something I can't even explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No.
You think someone's coming to save you, to push you? Newsflash, no one's coming. If you want something done, you do it yourself. No excuses, no waiting around for approval. The work, the progress, the success, it's all on you. So stop looking for someone to hold your hand. Get up, get it done, and prove that you don't need anyone to make it happen.
No one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. They have the woe is me mentality. It's too hard. Life isn't fair. These things in life are not easy for me. You look to your left, you look to your right, and you start to judge yourself off other people. Like, if you're a female, well, she's skinny and she doesn't work out as hard as I do, and everything starts to corrupt your mind. You start to look around too much at other people and what they're doing, and that starts to corrupt your own dialogue. We are judging ourselves against too many fucking people. You have to judge yourself against yourself.
Being human is
Comparing yourself to others, waste of time. There will always be someone richer, stronger, or smarter. So what? Their journey isn't yours. The only person you should be competing with is who you were yesterday. Focus on leveling up your life, not living by someone else's scoreboard. Because at the end of the day, their opinions don't build your future, you do.
our way. Let's say, if you did not have eyes to see, if you open your eyes, suddenly it's a whole new world. So just like that, if you open your eyes to certain things, it looks like a whole new world. No, it's the same good old world, but it has so many dimensions, and no matter where you are, in what position you are in your life, you want to be something more than who you are right now. If that something more happens tomorrow morning, once again you want to be something more. If I make you the CEO of one galaxy, you will say, I want to… what about the other galaxies? So, this is how human nature is, it wants to expand in a limitless way. When we say expand in a limitless way, we want to expand into our infinite nature. If you don't build a solid foundation, then you can't build anything else on top of it. But you need a solid foundation.
Well, I came in expecting a simple motivation video, but what I got? A complete mindset shift. That was next level. I don't think I'll ever see life the same way again. And if you were really paying attention, neither will you. If you like this, you're gonna love what my superhero friends have put together. Hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos, and let's keep leveling up. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.